Let's try again. There we go. I can hear myself through two things. Woo! Hallelujah. Finally. Third time of asking. Oh, we'll do the intro for the third time this evening. Welcome to Contest of Speed EU4. We are the third round. Round France. The Castellet. Paul Ricard. For the exciting third round of the Contest of Speed Championship. We've had two interesting opening rounds, two races of attrition. Australia took some victims, and the street circuit of Baku last week was a very challenging race for not just these EU4 drivers, but for drivers up and down the league. Good, people can hear me, lovely. Hopefully Mr. Guides will be joining me at the end of qualifying. And we have 18 drivers, lo and behold. With a couple of reserves. Let's go to one of the reserves. And that is August Reflux, who's in the AlphaTauri. For the man, the myth, the man, the myth, the legend, as I say, but it's the man, the murder legend. And the other substitution is Electro Blaze, who's in for Chaos, who's not done his attendance. So there'll be a couple of people I'm going to have to speak to. Before we run through, I was going through the go through the leader of the championship, and that's Shane. Shane is leading the way. with a grand total of 36 points, I believe. Yep, Shane's on 36, Luke is on 25, the Wizard's on 22, Blades 15, Smimmy 13, Dan Hilton 10, Joseph 10, Steve 8, Tivo 4. 9 point scorers across 2 races. So far. Ferrari are leading the way in the constructors. They have 65 points. Sorry, I'm just replying to a driver who's currently on a quali ban. That is Jacko. That's for blocking in Baku. Jacko will be able to do an outlap and come back in, and then that will be it. He can potentially slipstream his teammate, or give slipstream to his teammate, but nothing more than that. Yeah, so there'll be 17 people qualifying. Thibaut has sorted his technical issue and is on his outlap as well, so that is good to see. It is the busiest grid of the season, and spoiler alert, the weather is going to be dry throughout this evening. There is light cloud in the facility of the Paul Ricard circuit. And let's have a look at the tyres. The best laps so far. People have gone on the softs. Some people have tried the mediums. Shane's tried the mediums. Steve's tried the mediums, which is interesting. 1 or 2 stop strategy is open. I know soft medium was been thrown around, but I don't think that's the most effective route. So Smithy is coming to the end of his lap. He's got 1 corner remaining, and he's going to try and pin this to the line and get hopefully into the 129s is where he needs to be. He's a 130.3, just puts him outside of the top 10. Let's move on to someone that's not done a lap. Thibaut has not done a lap. Thibaut's finishing his lap. He's just reached sector 3. The fast sweeping right hand. Oh, and he's dropped it on exit. So I shall not embarrass him anymore, and I will move on to Steve. Steve's doing a soft run. He has done a medium run already. And hopefully he's looking to improve his time. He should be looking into the low 29s on the soft tyre as a minimum. That would be my thinking. And he's into the 28s, in fact. It's 28.6 for Steve. Well done, that man. Yes, Paul Ricard, it has 15 turns. And it is a clockwise circuit. We've got 2 DRS zones around this track as we go on board with JRM, who is going through 10. This is 11 that he's coming up to. Sweeping left of 12 and 13 on the exit. You can run it wide there. I will look at Shane sleeves. You ask me every week, and I'll do it. We will look on his lap. He's on an outlap, so we'll stay with JRN, and we will do Shane's lap when we get to it. Jaren 29-0. Anyway, it was Dan Hilton. Right, we'll look at Shane. We're going to go on board with Shane. Why not? We're going to hide everything away as he's about to start his stop that. And he's across the start finish line. Here we go, up towards turn 1. This is part of the DRS end. We're going to flick it into the left. We're going to run across the curve on the inside, try not to cut too much. Through up to turn 3. Oh, a little bit deep there on the entry. Turn 4 is nice and tight. 5, be patient on the throttle through 6 as we open it up onto the back straight through turn 7 of the kick. Now the DRS will open for the second time of the lap, and we're going to climb the speed up to 205 miles an hour before the chicane, a left and then a right. Keep it nice and tight. Straight line the exit on through turn 9 and 10. 10 is coming up, and this is going to be a fast sweeping right hand flat out in these modern day cars because it is easy as anything. Turn 11 is just a very long right hander, and we pick up the apex again. Through turn 12, want to touch the inside very late. Straight line on the way back out. Through 13. 14, keep it as tight as we can to the inside. Open up turn 15, which is the penultimate corner. We're going to pin the throttle as soon as we can. DRS open for the final time, and we're going to cross the line, and it's going to be a 28.7 for Shane. We will move on to people elsewhere. The one I would want to know is Jack Hawkey. He's currently absolutely level on par with his time so far, which is pole, which is a 28. That is strange. That's a very strange incident. I've just seen Sneaky Tom is currently 1/10 up. The Wizard has gone second. That makes it a Red Bull front row, and that could be for the second time in 2 weeks. Sneaky Tom has got a couple of corners to go. Can he make it onto the second row of the grid? We will find out in a few seconds' time. Looks to have a better exit than what we saw from Shane earlier on. And he powers to the line. And it's a 28.5, which puts him third, just behind the Wizard. Couldn't quite split the two Red Bulls. All Raceway JJ's run wide. Luke is powering.
Ferrari's coming up to the line. No.
29.
A great lap though.
Nice.
Good evening, everybody.
Hi.
I hope Matt's not been too terrified during qualifying without someone next to it.
That I have. Scary. Didn't work. The mic audio didn't work again.
Joy of joys.
Yeah.
I've tried to set TAS up as well, but unfortunately I can't seem to get it to work properly. So we're going to be TASless, so it's going back to the old days.
So I'm getting moaned at, as I've seen by
Okay. Ooh, Red Bull front row, you love to see it.
Same as last week.
Oh,
And Baku.
Ominous form in qualifying then for Red Bull.
Indeed it is.
Sneaky Tom making his first appearance of the season, I believe. I was here last week.
I've slept in between them. That's the problem.
Fair enough. I think it's his first appearance. Third, Steve in there. Good performance from him. Shane as well.
Who is here?
Blades there. I think he'll be disappointed with that. I know he was pulling laps maybe a second quicker than that.
Bernas 11th outside the top 10 for his first qualifying. Siemens prime position, I would say.
Yes, around here especially.
One stop or the two stop? I heard someone say soft medium earlier, which I thought was a bit.
Soft medium? No, I don't think so.
That's why I forgot about it, Tom. I do want to remind you. That's. He crashed out in third at Baku.
It's unfortunate.
Electric Blade was ninth and has done a few. Done all three races so far of EU4.
Yeah, he's done a fair few further up the tiers as well.
Nearly did a complete set the other day. Did EU4, E3, EU2. AM2, AM1, and we said EU1 would have been a step too far. Although I'd like to see it happen.
It was mainly because of the ABS issue, wasn't it?
Yes.
So 5 seconds then. Get going. See what people have chosen outside the top 10.
And the formation lap is on, hopefully.
Yeah, you're good. You've not done a me.
So let's have a look at tyres. Funny enough, shock horror. They're all mediums other than Tivo outside the top 10.
Yeah. And see there, look, 2-stop is the predicted strategy. And I think 2-stop from the softs onto 2 sets of mediums is probably the way to go. Outside the top 10, I would say a 1-stop to hards is probably your fastest strategy to the end. But if you wanted to have some fun, you could probably pull out a reverse 2-stop.
Well, the graphic, the AWS graphic that's just come up on screen said a 2-stop of a soft medium medium or a soft medium hard. Codename Rainbow could be striking again.
It could be. Could be. I think if you were going to do that, I'd be tempted to just go soft, hard. Wouldn't bother with the mediums. If I'm honest.
I'm very excited because there's a few people on triple points, could get treble points finishes in a row after tonight that have never done it before.
So there's one in particular I think you're thinking of, isn't you?
Yes. Limbs.
Not looking good after qualifying for him, but
no.
We'll see how it goes in the race.
As I said earlier,
his nose clean.
It's been 2 races of attrition so far. You've not had to be quick to survive or get round or finish in good positions. You just had to be there. The Ferraris have got a quite substantial lead, 65 points in the Constructors' Championship, and McLaren are second with 36.
I think interestingly, Luke's managed to get it in P10 on the mediums.
Yes.
So it could be very interesting. In fact, I'm going to watch his start, I think. See if we can make up any ground.
So we sit here and wait in expectation. Wait for the glitch.
No, revs build.
And away we go!
And they're off.
And they're off. And the Red Bulls seem to be clear of everybody else. They have got a good start. Shane has got up to 4th. There's a Ferrari round
there. Got stuck in between Varda and Electric Blade there. Don't know if there was any contact. Oh, JRN's around as well.
Oh, and it is. Hopefully, it's not what I thought it was. The Mercedes I saw in the background were side by side going into turn 3 and 4. Surely not. You would hope not.
Luke running very wide there onto the Mulsanne straight.
JJ has retired. Oh, and Shane and Sneaky Tom go side by side. Yeah, he's probably dropped it on the exit.
Done, yeah.
It is doable. No. Safe door, and Shane and Sneaky Tom go side by side through turn 10 and 11. We're still side by side, and Sneaky Tom holds on to the position.
Joseph's had a spin there, and he's gone again. Rear tyres overheating, and he's taking blades with him.
Oh dear.
We've got damage on the Alfa Romeo. That's going to ruin his strategy on the mediums.
2 yellow flags, but no VSCs or safety cars as yet, and Joseph's done it again. So let's see of the position changes.
Blades coming in.
Jacko and Douglas Reflux, Danny, the big movers. 5 and 7 positions, respectively.
Yeah. I think the key one though is Luke there. He's not lost any ground. Obviously with the accidents and the retirements we've had, he's gained positions, so looks like he's in the prime position right now, so if he can keep within sort of 10-15 seconds of the leaders.
Oh, there's a yellow flag. I think that's going to be Dan Hilton. That is Joseph's gone again.
I think that's who it's for. Dan Hilton is...
Oh, and someone else has gone. Who's that? Smithy's gone. It's a disaster for the Williams.
For the Williams, yeah.
No, my boys.
Joseph's gone again. What part of don't overheat your tyres, lad, does not spring to mind?
Blades has done the same thing, by the way.
I'm gone at turn 1.
Yep, in exactly the same spot.
That's going to be cold tyres. Opposite issue, but same result.
Indeed.
For anyone who's interested, there's just been a goal in the football. Leicester have one back.
Oh, Yuri Tillemans.
Yuri Tillemans with the goal. A scrappy effort, sort of bundled in, but they all count.
I've predicted a Desmond Tutu.
Oh, he's looking good for you at the minute.
Jarin is 5 seconds for speed in the pit lane. Difficult pit entry around here.
Is that going to be a wing change? No. Tactical, straight into tyres.
Oh, Luke. That's not good about your progress, Sunshine. 3 second, and is the first 3 second time penalty.
To change those overheating mediums. I would imagine Joseph will be in as well. No, he's going to keep going.
Spun his
Steve
celebrating.
looking at Sneaky Tom.
Steve is looking
Tom
at Sneaky
hitting
Tom.
DRS off Shane, making it impossible for the Mercedes to go for the move.
Yeah, Shane is already down 45%. We'll look at those around him. Not too bad, it's very similar.
Tom's on sort of 50%-ish, Steve up above on 70, so Steve looking good. Trying to sit underneath them. There.
Luke's gone past Varda, who's then given him a love tap for good measure for turn 12. Are we now seeing the mediums already outperform the softs? We are, because Electric Blade has come in for a very early stop.
Yeah, so we've already seen JRN in for a what you would call a tactical pit stop. And then we're seeing Electric Blade, who's one of the first front runners in. He's going to medium, so you would say 2 stop.
There's a few 3 second penalties being picked up left, right and centre at the moment. Oh, sector 1.
3 seconds at the moment for Luke and Bernas and Smithy, and then 5 seconds for JRN.
I think Jacko's been involved in some kind of incident. He's fallen off the back of Tebow by quite some margin.
Battle for third looks good right now, and this is what's going to try and keep Luke in that fight. Not biased at all with him being the sole remaining Ferrari.
Very.
Just riding on board with Steve at the moment, and you can see that Tom is trying everything to try and find a way past Shane, but Shane is making mistakes. And I don't know whether that's the tyres giving way, him being put under pressure.
Well, Steve has also got better ERS usage than the other two here.
Really good in his ERS. The new EU4 commentary team as well, Shane and Steve.
Oh, and Smithy and Blades, I think, have come to blows.
Blades round again, isn't it?
Well, I think Blades got ahead of Smithy, and then I can imagine they've tangled once again.
It's not the first time so far that they've come together already, and we're only 5 laps in. Shane has picked up 3 seconds. We said he was making mistakes. It's costing him time now.
It's all kind of spread out other than this trio already, which is really surprising considering the other 2 races we've had so far this season.
Yeah, and I think part of that will be just the nature of the circuit, with it being quite a high downforce dependent track. You can't follow behind in the first and third sectors. So combine that with the accidents we've seen already, and the guys now running, in Blades' case, nearly a lap down already. Then, as we see, the 2 leaders are in.
Two leaders.
Shane and Sneaky Tom are in. So Red Bulls carry on, as does Steve.
So we are looking at potentially an undercut here, maybe.
Both guys are pitted onto mediums.
As we see a flurry of activity in the pit lane.
Now there's 2 men I want to keep an eye on here, and that's going to be long term. I want to keep an eye on Luke and his gap to these 2. And the short term, it's the front 3, particularly the Wizard. Steve, I think, will come out behind them at this point. I think those medium tyres will be the better ones. But if I'm on that Red Bull pit wall now, I'm getting the Wizard in this lap and Jack Hawkey next.
I think we're going to see, I'm sorry I'm spamming through here, but we are going to see a move here from Jacko on Tebow. That was pretty straightforward, that one, as it goes by. Shane importantly got himself out into clean air.
Yeah, he has. Sneaky Tom has Electric Blade for company between him and the man he was challenging. As we see Jack Hawkey pitting first and picking up a penalty for his troubles.
And I believe we've got a spinner at turn 1. I think it's Blades again, I'm afraid.
Yeah, it is. Hasn't been comfortable around here so far. He's not been 100% happy, but I think he'll be disappointed with how the race has started, and we'll be hoping for a safety car, I think, as well, to try and get him back into it. Just talking about the pit stop situation at the moment, as you can see, coming down the straight now.
Blades is out, I think.
Shane is right behind Jack Hawkey. Yeah, Blades has lost it on the outside there, but I'm on board with the Wizard now, and if where Jack Hawkey's come out is anything to go by, the Wizard is going to lose out here.
He's also losing time to Steve, by the way.
Yeah.
Only a small margin, but a couple of attempts could be be enough here.
Yeah, no, I think the Wizard is going to come out behind Sneaky Tom, in between him and Varda. And Red Bull have got the order of their stops wrong. If I'm honest, I might be wrong. He might come out in second place though, in which case I shall hush my mush. I don't think he will.
You can hush your mush.
For West Ham, by the way.
Yeah, there is Antonio. I've just seen that. I was about to say you can hush your mush because Antonio scored. Steve's got 5 seconds. That is quite damaging.
Yeah.
In terms of getting a good result.
So both in and onto medium tyres.
And now we sit and wait.
Through. Jacko through. And here comes Jack Hawkey. And there goes thought.
The important electric blade, but it's whether or not he can get those tyres quickly up to temp before the Haas.
Yeah, Steve, crucially, has not gained time on Sneaky Tom and Shane. He's come out behind them still. And those extra couple of laps out have not done him the job that he wanted, but those tyres will be fresher come towards the end of the race, so I don't think it's necessarily a bad play from Steve.
Oh, I've just seen Jack Hawkey go past Tebow, and Tebow's struggling. He's lost a second through one traction zone out of the chicane.
Yeah, he's going to try and make those tyres last for a one stop to hards, I think, but he should stop now, really.
So it's the top 4. We're going to sit and wait to see how what they're gonna do.
Yeah, I think. Thinking about it now, I think as we see Tebow does come in. If we're going to go for a 2-stop and you're one of those front runners, which I think is the wrong call, by the way, you would want to be coming in probably around lap 11 for either soft or mediums. If you're going for the hards, I would say probably 12, 13, maybe towards 15 if you can look after them well. But there's not much point taking them that far because then you're doing more than half the race on a set of medium tyres. You're not going to get the best out of the hard tyre play.
Tebo's lost a lot of time, I think. Not position-wise, but I think just time compared to the rest of the people around him. Jack?
Another person who's lost time is Shane. 2.5 seconds now he is behind Jack Hawkey, having pitted first.
That's not bad.
No, but considering it's only been 3 laps.
Yes, but he was 4 seconds behind Jack Hawkey. Although Wizard is now closing in on the back of him.
Yeah, and has more ERS as well than the Belgian.
I am expecting Jacko though to make some kind of move soon. I'd be surprised if it's into turn 1. Having said that, we thought about it.
4th goal for West Ham.
Oh.
They're having some fun out there. I can't work out whether that's an Antonio. I think it is another Michael Antonio goal.
Oh, downhill and spun. No.
I'm going to see a move for 3rd place though. Jacko and Bernas. Simple move with DRS, but look at Jack Hawkey as well, right on the back of this pair. This is for position, so they don't have to get out of the way.
Well, Bernas is
He's been mugged there, hasn't he?
Well, he's having a look.
to know what setup these two Red Bulls are running, because they look absolutely planted.
Oh, and Shane's round. Shane is round. Shane's off. Shane is off.
Big move there in terms of the championship battle. Drops behind the Wizard, Sneaky Tom, Electric Blade, Steve.
And Jack
Hawkey.
Yeah, she's got that move done into
through.
turn 1. Although, I feel... Oh, and Bernas has just gone hot into turn 4. And that's kind of, sort of, ruined his chance of overtaking Jacko in front of him for the time being.
I don't think it would have happened anyway. Jacko's going to have DRS from Jack Hawkey. Might even with this overspeed get a chance to make the move again. Not quite.
Oh, Jack Hawkey runs deep though, takes her.
Yeah. Should have the traction on those fresher tyres to pull away though still. Yeah. Goes defensive.
Saying this though, it's brought Wizards back into contention. They've lost a second between from the last lap between these three.
Electric Blade, has he lost out to Tom and Steve?
No, I don't think he has. He's on 7 lap old mediums. He stopped lap 2, end of lap 2 I think. Or lap 3 even.
For some reason I thought he was out ahead of them.
Luke is in.
Might be wrong. As is Jacko.
Yes.
This will be interesting. Let's see what they go to. Luke is going to the hard tyre. So he is going for the one stop. Jacko. Let's see what he's doing.
Well, I've just seen Bernas. His pace isn't quick, but it's consistent. He's just gone within...
Soft tyres on Jacko's Alpha.
Wow.
Oh, we've got a strategy game in play here, boys.
Brave.
Oh.
Jacko with the qualifying ban, just to put into some perspective. So we'll have fresh softs available to him.
Yeah. And he's got another fresh set of mediums to finish on as well.
Sorry, the Wizard is about to eat alive the McLaren, and he has done, and we shall say goodbye to said McLaren as we go into the braking zone of the chicane. Steve and Sneaky Tom, hello gentlemen, welcome to the game.
Yep, Steve finally making the move on the Aston Martin. He's been looking to do that for about 10 laps so far. Finally gets his way through. Electric Blade in that fight as well.
Sneaky Tom has 9% ERS. Electric Blade not much better. Steve in the 40s. So managing his ERS quite beautifully. Reflux is in. We've got someone off again, and I believe it's the other McLaren now. It's Bernas. So 2 spins for the McLarens. And he's come in.
A couple of guys who are now in front. Reflux is in, and it's hard tyres on the Alpha Tauri, so he's going to go to the end from here.
Where is he going to feed out in? I don't think he's going to be in too bad a shape here.
He lost out massively to Luke though, look at that.
Yeah, what's that, 5.4 seconds?
Yeah, big gap to Luke.
I feel Sneaky Tom may do something here.
Could do. Half a second the gap.
He's not got any ERS and won't be using it. I don't think he's going to be close enough though.
We've got some quite significant blistering on Steve's rear tyres.
Which is
on board.
And that's concerning considering they're only 5 laps old.
Yeah, he might be able to push through it. And if he can burn off that excess rubber on the surface of the tyre from the blister, then he might be able to find some grip again. But if not, that's going to be a serious problem.
Luke is...
particularly the left rear for Steve.
Oh, there's a big collision. That is Joseph and Smithy that have come to blows. Oh, and Smithy's been disqualified from the session for driving the wrong way whilst trying to turn the car around.
Yeah,
At least some things never change.
Joseph and Smithy then, two of the men we've seen have troublesome races who are still going downhill. He's still in as well.
Oh, Luke runs deep. He's side by Shane. He's still there. Oh, he's got it done though. Will Shane come back at him? He's using the slipstream from the Ferrari. Will he send it down the inside of turn 11? Oh no, thinks against it.
I don't think so. I don't think he can pull that off. Shane looking to go. Do you reckon another 2-3 laps on these tyres?
You have to be. And I'll set mediums towards the end.
Yeah. But just looking at it, considering everybody in the top 5 will have to stop again, assuming they do have to stop again.
Oh,
that's a retirement on
track and it's a safety car.
Oh dear. I don't think he's binned that. I think that's...
Oh, we'll find out in a minute.
Yep, that's just pulled over there.
Grrr, Mondays.
Yes. But this does shake things up a little bit. We're going to see a pit stop from the leaders, I think. And I would say they'll go to their second set of medium tyres. And they will make it from here, 12 laps. The interesting party here will be whether or not Luke stops again, because he can get track position with the hards and stay out, or he can stop for the mediums and have equally fresh tyres to push on.
Well, the leader's pit, so I suggest that makes his decision.
Yeah,
and he stays out.
He stayed out. So he will have the lead then. And to be fair,
he's the only one that's. He's the only one that's pitted. Hasn't pitted.
Yeah, I can see the logic in it, if I'm honest. Because if you think about it, if he's got straight line speed, which...
Steve's lost out in the pit stops, by the way.
Yeah, they've been held in the first box. Was very slow coming into the pits as well, so...
The Wizard has as well.
Yeah, massively. They didn't have a choice, they had to stack. But it will be interesting to see now the pace relative to each other from the leaders. And whether or not that Ferrari can hold its own. Because those hard tyres will easily make it to the end from here. There's no question about that. The mediums will as well. But the mediums will be at the end of their useful life. So it could play as a masterstroke, but you would have to suggest that it will probably It'll probably backfire and he'll get lunched up by at least the Red Bull of Jack Hawkey and probably Sneaky Tom as well.
Although, we have seen the tyre performance of the mediums and the softs so far, and they're not very good for quite a while. In terms of, they're good for 4 or 5 laps, and then after that they're a bit smelly.
And of course, remember when Luke actually pitted and he gained a massive amount of time on. I don't remember who it was who was with him now. Reflux, wasn't it? So. See how we go. Should come in at the end of this lap, the safety car.
Oh, there's some damage on that Haas. Electric blade. On the right hand side of things. Unless that's the Haas design. Maybe that's just the Haas design, it looks a bit broken. So, the question is, will we see both Shane and Wizard on the podium? Will they be quick enough?
The Wizard, I think, will be quicker, yeah. Shane, I'm not so sure. I had a lot of problems. We'll have to wait and see whether that was just the pressure he was being put under.
Let's have a look at the penalties and see what penalties they have. All penalties displayed are time penalties of some degree in terms of track limits. So at the moment, 3 or 6. The safety car is in this lap. The lights have gone off the Mercedes red AMG. And Luke is bunching them up. He will go at some point, and I reckon he'll go before the last corner. Would be my guess. Or is he just going to wait until the last corner? Oh, he's still waiting. No, he's still waiting for it. He's going to hold it, and now he's gone.
Good restart, actually, from Luke. And Sneaky Tom has managed to jump Jack Hawkey on the restart. The Red Bull caught sleeping there.
I think that's from what I've seen. I think that's going to get looked at because that was well before the start-finish line. Oh, and who's round? Jacko's off.
And he's out.
And he's out. Jacko's off and out.
Yeah. So riding on board then with Luke, it looks as though, for the most part, he's got the straight line speed to be able to hold off the chasing pack.
And he's not burning it as much ERS as everyone else to do so either.
No. Shame with another 3 seconds. It looks as though he's got some quite bad understeer and then snap oversteer as well. It's to be the worst combo it's possible to have.
Everyone remarkably still within DRS of each other.
DRS of course won't come into effect for another lap and a bit.
Oh, Varda's around.
In the other Alpha, that's both of them gone in the space of a lap from promising positions.
he was near the Oz reflux area as well, so maybe, just maybe.
Defensive, Sneaky Tom having a sneaky peek. No move on though. Has to back out of the throttle through turn 2.
That's a terrible exit, by the way, because that's left Jack Hawkey and Electric Blaze to join onto the back. JRN has had an excursion off the track.
Oh, Sneaky Tom much closer this time. Luke's going to have to do some burning, I think, to keep him behind here.
He's going to hold the middle of the track. Oh, and Sneaky Tom hits the back of him. Oh, gets out of shape. Jack Hawkey's gone.
Jack Hawkey's round.
Oh, that's a reset to track as well. I was on board. Oh dear.
Yeah, and that's just the concertina effect coming into play, and now we have a lead pair. Steve in third. One and a half seconds away in third. This is all music to Luke's ears, of course.
However, Shane is
what's going on.
Harassing the Mercedes. Electric Blaze in.
Here comes Sneaky Tom.
Oh, bit
Forces
squirmy.
his way through, elbows out.
Although Luke will get DRS if he stays close enough.
I think he will. You're right, he will definitely have it this time around. DRS active this lap, of course, after a safety car.
Luke knows also that he can let him go 3 seconds up the road because he'll get him back at the end of the stint. But he has also got that time penalty, and Luke is closing in as we speak now. Let's have a look.
Here comes Luke. Retakes that position, hogs the inside. Then look behind, that's brought Steve right into play. He's dragging Shane and the Wizard with him.
Who would have thought, eh? There's been a lot of talk of Steve being one of the front runners in this tier, and he's now, well, at the moment, having a result that could suggest that he would be.
Steve, it's always been.
Oh, they've all nearly hit each other.
Yeah, and I don't want to put the commentator's curse on him here, but it's been a very mature start to the season from Steve. Whereas in the past, you've seen him go for things that are slightly audacious, or you think, well, just have some patience.
Sneaky Tom's touched him again. Steve's that's to back out.
McLaren's coming through.
McLaren goes around the outside. The AlphaTauri's clipped the Red Bull.
Yeah, the Wizard's gone. But Jack Hawkey now back in fifth. It's not over yet for him. Six and a half laps to go.
Oh, and they're side by side at the front again. Tom gets squeezed out. Trying to go for a sneaky move.
We've got blistering on both first and second places tyres. Significantly on Luke's though.
Oh, Shane's got
Shane
that
up the inside of there. No way.
Oh, I tell you what, this Belgium driver is just every week it's improvement, it's next level, and that's a big move. Oh, and Luke got a bit squirmy out of 14.
Yeah, that's those red blisters we've seen on the Ferrari. That's what's causing that problem.
Oh, we got 6 for the lead.
Change of leader. There goes Shane into the lead. Crucially though, Shane has 12 seconds of penalties.
How many?
Luke's savvy enough to know that that is the case.
12 seconds of penalties. According to Spud, Luke's headset's just fallen off his head as well, so it's not all going to plan. Oh, Spud, it's Jack Hawkey! Jack Hawkey's round!
No!
Drama
it's
again!
All going wrong for Red Bull!
Oh, it's going to put him down to 10th, maybe 11th.
I think he'll try and hold his teammate behind him. And then they'll work together, but look who's into 9th, Matt!
Shh!
No, not shush. He's been there so far this season. He can take it.
It's all gone horribly wrong for the Red Bulls, although, say that, they're going side by side once again. They are going side by side. They're fighting for position. Yeah,
they are both penalty free, and as it stands right now, they could jump up and get probably 6th and 7th at the moment, and maybe more depending on if this field bunches up a bit and Shane's 12 seconds will stay where they are right now. And as it stands right now, we're looking at a Sneaky Tom, Steve, Luke podium, but that can all change.
Oh, and the Red Bull's going to go down the inside of the Haas. The Haas is getting bullied. Oh, they're going to go 3 wide. Oh, Jack Hawkey tries to send it down the inside.
And that's Electric Blade.
They're going 3 wide down the back straight. DRS, JRN, Jack Hawkey. Dan Hilton trying to hold on there. Oh, gets squeezed out.
Electric Blade lost it coming out of turn 1. All Dan has to do is stay with these guys. They're
both going to go down the inside. Oh, wow. Jaren's pulled off a double move there, by the way.
Sneaky Tom's managed to get Luke in the 3rd sector somewhere.
Must be. Oh, Jack Hawkey's in the pits. And the Wizard's going to go and get that move done on Tivo. Trying to. Oh, he's picked up 3 seconds though in the process of doing so. Although, Sneaky Tom's got past. Luke is fighting back.
Not quite there for Luke.
Oh.
Sneaky Tom picks up 3 seconds. So now this battle takes on a whole different meaning between him and Luke. This is 4th position now. Steve is on for the win.
Who would have thought?
It's not over yet, but he's on for it right now.
God, those hams must be getting clammy.
I'm gonna have to check the warnings. Old school.
August Reflex has got one. Someone else has just picked up one as well.
Luke is 1 warning away. Steve is 1 warning away.
No.
They're all throwing caution to the wind, going over leather.
Tivo's picked up one. So just Steve and Jack Hawkey, and it's the Cos bingo.
Could we get a full hat? Let me see what Jack Hawkey's on. He's 1 warning away as well.
No! How's your
as
nerves,
much as I want
everybody?
A Cos bingo, full house. It would be excellent for it to finish like this.
It's all stabilising. No one's really. I'm just waiting for. I'm seeing if Luke's going to have enough on. Luke is going to have enough. Luke is going to go for it down the inside. Oh, contact. Elbows
contact
out.
Between the two. Here comes Steve.
Sneaky Tom's off the track again.
This is all helping Shane. I don't think it's going to be enough, but it's giving him a chance.
They're still side by side.
Oh!
Reflux going to go down the inside of Steve.
Not quite got enough to do it.
Luke's trying everything. He's got a little bit more grip. You can just tell at the moment. 2.93 seconds is now the lead out front.
This is where those hard tyres will be coming back at the mediums. They'll start to cross over now in performance. Steve will know all he has to do is keep it clean, and he's won this.
He's not. He's going to defend from August Reflux. The AlphaTauri looked to go around the outside of turn 1. Doesn't get it done. Luke's got a better drive out turn 2.
Not into 3. Don't try it into 3. Yeah, good man.
He's got himself set himself up. Oh, he's set himself up quite nicely actually. Yeah, this is going to be a nice. Yeah. Jack Hawkey's picked. Steve's the only one.
Luke's picked up a second.
Oh, Luke's going to go down the inside. DRS open. Past the Aston Martin.
Into second place he goes. But that second penalty, it's not going to keep him there. He needs Sneaky Tom to pick up another one. He needs Steve to pick one up and have another shocking lap to finish this race.
I think Jaren's going to get moved. Oh, not quite. The Wizard, maybe. Who knows? I'm sorry, I've dropped to the lower positions, but the Wizard's going to go down the inside of turn 11. He gets it done. Fully sends it.
Electric Blade's gone at turn 1. Or turn 2 even. As Shane comes around to start the final lap.
Sneaky Tom is going to be a sitting duck to these two behind.
Yeah, he's burnt his tyres out. I imagine he's used all of his battery.
The AlphaTauri diving down the inside on Steve.
And takes the position. That's going to ruin Steve's plans to get past Sneaky Tom. But this might help Luke. If he puts in a stonker of a final lap, he might be in with a chance now.
Jared and T-Bar still going side by side. And it's almost Reflux. We're going to go on board with the TV pod. He's closing. He's still closing. It goes to the left-hand side. The AlphaTauri says goodbye to the Aston Martin just for the time being. Steve's got no response, but could it be enough?
Right now, Steve is going to win the race. It will be Sneaky Tom in second, but there's not much in it to Luke at the moment. I think it's about 9/10, and that gap is increasing. Yeah, it's down to half a second now. With 2 corners to go, this is going to be really close.
It will be. Shane's going to take it on track though. Shane will win on track. He won't win the race. We know that for sure. And it's
Thanks
Shane.
The checkered flag. Luke will jump in first. Then Sneaky Tom. And then Steve will take the win.
Oh, it's just a question of who's going to finish in the remaining points. Jaren goes 9th, 10th for the time being.
Dan Hilton.
No, it could have been
quite close enough. 1.1 seconds is all that was left
to make it 3 points finishes on the trot, which would have been his record.
And then,
oh, what could have been for Jack Hawkey, honestly.
What could have been indeed. Could have been for Red Bull.
Wow, that safety car spiced things up.
It's a shame how it appeared, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did. It was something exciting.
So Steve wins. Proud of France. The Wizard would be proud because that's clean. No penalties. Sneaky Tom second. Luke rounds out the top 3 on the podium. August Reflux 4th. Shane 5th. Wizard 6th. Burner 7th. First points of the season, so he'll be happy. Varda 8th. T-Row 9th. JRN 10th. Dan Hilton just missed out with 11th. Jack Hawkey 12th. What could have been for him today. Electra Blade 13th, and then the non-finishers of Jacko, Joseph, Blades, Raceway JJ and Smithy.
Yeah. Am I right in saying that's Steve's first win?
I have no idea.
I think it is. If it isn't his first, it's his second. I'm pretty sure that's Steve's first win. Steve has been in Contest of Speed, everybody, just to put it into perspective, since Season 2. Has been a perennial racer. Started off in his own words even, he'll have started off at the back and was not the best driver, but he's improved a lot. He's gone up and down tiers, and now he's finally got a victory to his name.
You know what it means, though, don't you?
All I can say is there'll be a massive party in Steve's house tonight.
I'm going to have to go to the showroom and put the Mercedes
Oh,
up for the first time this season
yeah.
in EU4.
Let's put a dampener on it.
Limbs. Are you able to invite said people, or do I need
Said
to?
people, I am indeed. Who would we like? We want a Steve,
A Luke?
a Luke, and a Tom, don't we?
Yes.
Yeah, they have been added. Do we do that cruel thing where we make them white?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, well, he's third to join anyway, so we'll crack on. Let's go for P3 first, Luke.
Hello.
Howdy. Just the burning question in my mind: staying out on the hards at the safety car.
Was
it always going to happen? Were you always going to do that?
I was leaning much more towards that, to be honest with you, and it's purely because I figured I might have a tyre advantage at the end, which I think that proved true. I also got some track position there, and I've just been stuck in traffic, and you know what France is like, it can be a DRS train, as I'm pretty sure Steve was experiencing for the last 4 or 5 laps to that. So I figured that was probably my best shot of making up a few positions, and I mean, we're talking one slow exit and a warning away from, you know, a win. Just to take nothing away at all from the two that finished in front of me. But you know, that was my line of thinking, and it very, very nearly came off.
Yeah, it certainly did. I mean, I think if I'd been in your position, I would have been tempted to do the same. Whether I'd have had the bottle to do it is another matter. But
well, I knew I had a decent advantage in the straight lines. I think I was running lower wings than a few people might have been. So I figured I might as well try and use that and try and be a bit of a difficult person to try and overtake as well. And I think it was that.
Yeah, and like I say, it paid off for you in the end. And a podium is definitely a positive result, and one that I believe reinforces your lead in the championship. Am I right in
I
saying?
think it takes me ahead of Shane, if I'm not mistaken, or at least it levels me with Shane.
Hang on, let me do the maths on it.
He's 11 points ahead, so no, I'll be closer to him though, and that's really all we were looking for out of France.
So
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely positive, of course. But well done, P3, mate. And on a personal note, 15 points for Ferrari is always good.
And I'd like to also say congratulations to the two that beat me. It was a fun old battle at the end there, and I quite enjoyed that. A little bit of contact, but that happens.
Yeah, nicely done, mate. Well done. P2.
Yes. I'm happy with it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, P1 is nice considering the penalty, but yeah, I sweated a lot this race. It was just fighting left, right, and center. Yeah, hard earned P2, so I'm happy with that.
So that's from where you started off and how the race went. I think P2 is definitely a good result.
Yeah.
Of course, but a little disappointed with the penalty. Otherwise, it could have been your win.
Yeah, a little bit,
was
but
it?
yeah, it was just I was a little bit stuck behind Luke there because of his straight line speed. Fair play to him. So yeah, and then I just made a mistake behind him. Yeah, penalty. But yeah, it is what it is. Still P2 in the end, still podium. So yeah.
So well done, mate. Great job.
Yeah, thank you.
P2. Making up for the fact that Blades wasn't there to score some points as well after his early retirement.
He got a podium as well, so.
Well, true. So, yeah, congratulations, mate. Right, I think that's everybody. I don't. Yeah, that's it. And everybody, mate. I don't
Yeah,
think
Have a word, mate. Come on.
we done, aren't we?
I think so. No, I'm joking, of course. Steve Brown, Contest of Speed race winner.
Sounds good, man.
Yeah? Well, talk us through it, particularly those last couple of laps, knowing you were one warning away from losing it.
Sweaty.
I was sweating a bit, yeah. Still sweating now. It's just, I picked up 2 warnings within like 3 corners, and that was only with like a few laps to go. So then when I seen the other guys picking up penalties around me, I didn't think I was getting the win tonight. I was just lacking that little bit just to do it on track. But when I seen the other people picking up the penalties, I just thought, right, I've just got to keep it clean now, stay out of trouble and stay within, and try and do it on track, but I didn't want to take any risks. So I was just managing my ERS just to keep within everybody, just to keep within distance and to keep cars behind as well. So I mean, I had the AlphaTauri behind me just near the end as well, and he was chomping at the bit to get past me, and I was just like, please don't take me out, please don't take me out. So I let him pass now, and I just tried to keep with him basically and not get another warning, because that would have been game over.
Yeah, and thankfully you didn't. I was worried at one point I'd put commentator's curse on you.
Yeah,
but I didn't, thankfully.
Yeah. But yeah, it feels good, man. I've been here how long? And that was my first win.
I think it was season 2, wasn't it? The back end of season 2.
Yeah. I think
so.
I've had my ups and downs here, let's be honest, so it's good to finally get a win.
It's nice to see as well. I think, well, hopefully it'll be the the dawning of a new era for you.
Hopefully, yeah, because I mean, in the EU3 last season, I just lost my confidence a bit. Like, one little mistake and I'd be out of the points altogether. So to come down and be able to have like close battles with people is something that I'm already enjoying. So I'm just trying to take less risks and enjoy the racing again. Because last season I wasn't enjoying it. So
best place to be, mate. Best way to be.
for sure, man.
So,
now we've got to go
well
buy
done.
some drinks. 'Cause I don't have
Good
Just
plan.
yes, I like his
gonna
style.
say, well done on V1. Go and celebrate. But you've beaten me to it. Go, go enjoy yourself.
Nice
Well
one,
played.
man. Thanks a lot, guys, and congrats to everyone else as well. It's not the way that you want to win, like on penalties, but I'll take it.
Hey, yeah, they all count. Take it, man. So congratulations then to you three on your podium finishes, and thank you all at home for watching. We'll see you again next week. I don't know if I'll be here next week. I might be.
Who knows?
Who
I'll be.
knows? That's half the fun.
I
Matt'll
will
be here.
Yeah, I will.
You can tune in tomorrow night if you want to watch me make a fool of myself on track. Matt will be racing on Wednesday, and if you can bear to stand my dulcet tones for another hour and a half, tune in on Thursday for EU1, because I'll be taking commentary there. It should be me and Blades, I think, on Thursday.
What
That's
a pair.
not one he'll have to. That's not one he'll have to have an early retirement from.
No. And then, of course, you've just heard from him there, but Steve will be commentating on Wednesday.
I look
Him and
forward to
Shane
all of
will
it.
be back in the booth. They're our newest commentary duo, and I have to say, one that surprised me with how well it played out on debut. Normally you get a little bit of ropiness between a new pair, but it went pretty well.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it, to be fair, and I'm just glad that me and Shane didn't have an incident on track tonight, because it would have made for an awkward Wednesday night.
Oh, me and Matt used to do that all the time. You just tell him you
Just scrap out in the commentary box, it's fine.
Yeah, you just go for subtle little digs.
Yes.
It's fine.
Alright, nice one, guys. I'll
So-
catch you later.
See you
And
later,
then
mate.
don't forget AM2 and AM1. That's
Yes,
Tuesday and
AM2
Wednesday.
tomorrow and Wednesday, yes, at
Yes.
9 PM Eastern, that's
2 AM.
AM in the UK.
Just
In the
is.
UK, yeah. So we'll see you all again very soon. Thank you again very much for watching. Good night.